Go over the on your own problems. Make sure you understand these. Change your answers before you hit submit. And if you still have a problem, you can always email me and we'll try and work through it. So number one is a cube. I would use the cube formula. So I said the formula before was a equals 6s squared, but I wanted to put this SA here, and I think some of you keen viewers out there probably know what SA means. SA stands for surface area. So sometimes you might see, instead of just a capital A for area, they might have capital SA for surface area, depending on your teacher, depending on the book, all that jazz. So anyway, if we use this cube surface area formula, all you got to do is put the 2 in for S, and it makes it so simple. 2 squared is 4. 6 times 4 is 24. 24 feet squared. Make sure you have your label feet squared or square feet. It's okay if you don't know how to do the square for the label on the computer. You could just leave it as 24, but make sure you have it on your paper. Next up, we have this one. Now, even if you don't have the TI-15 calculator from school, you can convert those halves into 0.5s, which is what I did. Let me get my pointer here. Not that you can't see it on your own. So 0.5, 0.5, that's where I'm getting those 0.5s from. They're equal. It's something I said at the beginning of the year. You got to know that automatically. I think a lot of you do at this point because I said it like a million times. So I didn't use the formula, but I basically did the formula. This was kind of like the man, the woman, and the dog, or like making all the combinations. So we have 3.5 times 4, we have 3.5 times 8.5, and then we have 8.5 times 4. And then remember, each one of those combinations needs to be doubled because you have 6 sides to a rectangular prism. So this represents 2 sides. This is another 2 sides, and this 2 represents another 2 sides. So whether you use the formula or you did it this way, I don't really have a good way to represent it. You could just call it the Mr. Zeke way, I guess. You're still going to get 155.5 inches squared. Now, the better answer here would be to write the half as 1/2 because the format is mixed numbers over here. So try and keep your format the same. But it is just a lot easier just to do this on the computer. So either way, it works, and it's going to be inches squared. Next up, we have this, just kind of regular integers, no rational numbers this time. So let's make your combinations. We have 3 times 5, we have 3 times 8, and we have 5 times 8. We made every possible combination out of those 3 numbers. And then remember, each one needs to be doubled. So that's where this times 2 is coming from. So this is essentially the formula, except it's just a little bit different. It's not exactly in the formula format, which is okay according to me and to Mr. Zerton. So that's good to know. You get 30, you get 48, you get 80, and that represents 2 sides. This is 2 sides, and this is 2 sides. Together, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. And then you just got to take these numbers and total them or add them together. That gives you 158 meters squared or square meters. And last, oh yeah, a cube. So it's very simple. Just take that side, slip it in there for the S, and you have 7 squared is 49. 49 times 6 is 294 inches squared. And once again, you could have A equals. Sometimes people do SA. The choice is yours and yours alone. So play this back if you're still having some trouble. If you need anything, you can email me. Make sure you change your answers before you hit submit. And make sure you are done with the lesson. Good job.